Hey guys, so we saw this post saying, alert, the coronavirus can be spread through money. If you have any money at home, put on some gloves, put all the money into a plastic bag, and put it outside the front door tonight. I'm collecting all the plastic bags tonight for safety. Think of your health. The author of the tweet, Pre-K, is clearly joking about leaving your money outside. But it still makes us wonder, can the coronavirus really spread through money as well? We decided to check out one of the most trusted and updated sources about the coronavirus right now, the CDC, or Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. They say it may be possible a person can get COVID-19 by touching a surface or object that has the virus on it, and then touching their own mouth, nose, or possibly their eyes. But this is not thought to be the main way the virus spreads. So it sounds like money could be an object that has a virus on it. But to be sure, we'll refine our keyword search and see what other reputable sources are saying. According to CNBC, paper bills can contain bacteria and viruses, plus lead to the spread of disease. In fact, in China, banks began disinfecting cash with ultraviolet or heat treatments in February to prevent further spread of the virus. However, according to the article, a spokesperson for the World Health Organization told CNBC that it has issued no warnings or statements about the use of cash. CNBC also interviewed Michael Knight, the assistant professor of medicine at the George Washington School of Medicine and Health Services. He said the virus doesn't spread by penetrating the skin on your hands. Basically, you won't get the coronavirus simply from touching money. Instead, he said getting coronavirus or other respiratory viruses like influenza on your hands only leads to infection when it is transferred from your hand to places like your mouth, nose, or eyes. AKA, wash your hands, guys. He also reiterated that people should wash their hands, including after handling money, especially if they're about to eat or touch food. But again, the CDC has said that the virus is spreading person to person. Touching an object and then touching your eyes, mouth, or nose is believed to be the main way the virus spreads. According to Snopes, money may contain infectious agents, including coronaviruses, at any time. So it's always been a good practice to wash your hands after holding money. And while China and Korea have taken measures to sanitize their cash, there has not been scientific conclusion that this coronavirus has a higher risk of transmission than other similar viruses. Which brings us to our rating. While the coronavirus could possibly be spread through contaminated money, it could also spread through literally touching any contaminated surface, and then touching your face. We're still learning about the virus and how it's spread every day, so this post could benefit from some additional context. Wash your hands and remember to tag us with the hashtag #IsThisLegit. See y'all later.
We've all been there, a dirty bathroom with a broken soap dispenser and no paper towels, or maybe you're just in a rush. Either way, I'm sure at some point you've left a bathroom without a thorough 30-second hand wash. Hey, no judgment. Well, a recent post that has been making the rounds on Reddit and other social media platforms that supposedly showcases the effectiveness of different levels of washing. I mean, the diagram makes sense. Washing your hands longer with soap and water results in cleaner hands. But are these blacklight images legit? Can a blacklight even spot dirty hands? The post was made on a subreddit dedicated to sharing interesting things, but the original poster didn't provide any source information. It can be difficult to find the truth on the internet, but luckily it isn't impossible. I did a reverse image search of the diagram to find out where it originated. Using the results of the reverse image search, it looks like the diagram originally comes from a 2015 Daily Mail article by health journalist Jenny Ag. According to the article, the author rubbed on a gel known as glow germ, which stimulates how bacteria clings to your skin. The gel, which is clear but glows under UV light, is used as a visual aid in hygiene training. The article cites two leading hygiene experts, Drs. Val Curtis and Lisa Ackerley, and the experiment done has been repeated many times, so we have plenty of evidence. While the photo was originally shared back in 2015, the diagram has been picked up recently by multiple news outlets as the coronavirus continues to spread. Kristen Bell even shared it on her Instagram. Kristen Bell's Instagram post got a ton of engagement, and with coronavirus being a big topic of discussion, several celebrity news outlets reported on her hand-washing post. Unfortunately, the story isn't immune to sloppy reporting. An article from Business Insider claimed that the hands from the diagram are Kristen Bell's mother, which is false, as the hands belong to the reporter who authored the Daily Mail article and did the experiment, which is why it's so important to check multiple sources. So I have to rate this claim as needs context. While the diagram does show how effective hand washing is, these blacklight photos came from an experiment using glow cream. These images don't actually show bacteria. If you see any posts on the internet that you'd like to see us fact check, please DM it to us or post in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember, wash your hands.
Hey y'all,
I was on Twitter the other day and saw that this account claimed that scientists could be closer to discovering a vaccine for COVID-19 after some monkeys tested developed immunity. This would be so cool if true, but is it? The account, Such TV News, is based out of Pakistan, so I hadn't heard about them before. They also aren't verified and don't have a huge following, so I was cautious from the beginning. They linked to a March 16th article published on a site with the same name, but when reading through the article, it lacked evidence to confirm their claims. As you can see, there isn't a single hyperlink in here, so I'm going to keep looking. I did a keyword search to see if I could find an article from a news source I was more familiar with, and found this article from The Scientist, a well-known scientific publication. The article states that a group of monkeys exposed to the virus once did not contract it again. This suggests to scientists that primates are capable of developing short-term immunity to the virus. This is a pretty big deal, since there has been a lot of worry about whether someone can be reinfected with the disease. According to the article, researchers now believe that reports of someone being discharged and then reinfected again were likely the result of false negative tests. So that can all sound pretty complicated. But basically what this means is that since reinfection did not occur in the monkeys tested, this supports the idea of developing a vaccine with the plasma from recovered patients as a treatment for COVID-19. The article does note that this study is not peer-reviewed yet. Still, other researchers and experts who weighed in on the study for the article all shared the same sentiment. This study, while preliminary, could be the start to answering some of our most pressing questions. But to be clear, that doesn't mean that a vaccine will be available anytime soon. CNBC reports that developing a workable vaccine could take up to 18 months. And this New Yorker article reported that a vaccine developed, licensed, and manufactured at a global scale in 12 months would be unprecedented, since no vaccine has come close to being developed that quickly. But back to this claim, the tweet is legit. Chinese scientists have discovered that monkeys developed some immunity to the virus, which is promising for discovering a treatment. However, while this is legit, you're better off sharing information from more trustworthy sites. And again, stories about the coronavirus are developing, and things can change as we learn more. Remember to stay curious about what you're seeing during your quarantine scrolling, and tag us at MediaWise or with hashtag #IsThisLegit. Bye, y'all!
Hi everyone. As of March 19th, there are currently 10,442 cases of coronavirus in the US, according to the CDC. With all these cases, does coronavirus feel like a threat to you?
A month ago, this article was circulating Twitter and Instagram.
Was claiming that Chinese doctors suggest that African skin can protect against the coronavirus and that antibodies of those with African blood are 3 times stronger than those of other ethnic groups. This seems pretty suspect. I haven't come across any reports that say that certain skin tones or ethnicities could be immune to the coronavirus, but could this article have some element of truth to it? Does having African blood, as the article claims, make you less susceptible to infection? The article talks about a Cameroonian exchange student in China named Pavel Daryl Sanu who contracted the virus but recently improved to good health. The Chinese doctors speculated that it was his African skin and blood that helped him recover so quickly. Therefore, black skin protects against the coronavirus. So there are a lot of red flags in this article. First, the Chinese doctors referenced in the article don't have any specific names or titles. There also aren't any quotes from any of them either. Also, there are some errors made here, such as the name of the Cameroonian student Sanu, which is spelled 2 different ways. But most importantly, the article doesn't cite any specific scientific studies or official sources for the information, just one anecdotal case. So let's start our investigation by seeing what other sources were saying. First step is a keyword search. I did a keyword search and found that Sanu's story is true, confirmed by an article from BBC News, which reported that Sanu was quarantined for 2 weeks before recovering. As for black skin protecting against coronavirus, well, that's not nearly as true. I did another keyword search and found several articles debunking this claim. According to an article from NBC News, which has quotes from an epidemiology professor, there is no truth to the claims of genetic differences or immunity or susceptibility based on race or ethnicity. I also came across a fact check from Snopes, which says that Chinese doctors have not confirmed that black people are immune to coronavirus. Based on this evidence, we rate this claim as not legit. This article and many others like it use a true story about a Chinese exchange student to promote false conclusions. Thanks for watching. And remember, when it comes to coronavirus, it's always best to check the Center for Disease Control or the World Health Organization for the facts. If you see anything sus, make sure to tag us with "Is this legit?"
Just in case you weren't following the news, a flight attendant from North Korea flew into Los Angeles airport 2 times, and she has the coronavirus. Imagine all the cups that she touched, all the people she picked up their things and gave them food and coughed on the plane. We're in trouble, guys. So if you're young and you don't know what's going on, the coronavirus is very scary and it's here.
We were scrolling through TikTok when we saw this video saying that a flight attendant who had coronavirus landed twice at the Los Angeles airport. The video said that the attendant was from North Korea, so right out of the gate we have a massive red flag. North Korea has been under a travel ban since July 2019, according to the U.S. Department of State. This means that no flights should be coming to or from North Korea in the first place. This is an extension of an earlier 2017 executive order signed by President Trump. I found all of this out using 2 separate Google searches of North Korea travel ban and coronavirus countries. This led us to the official Department of State page and the official CDC website. But is there any truth to the rest of the claim? We searched flight attendant coronavirus Los Angeles and found news articles referencing a South Korean flight attendant. We looked at articles from well-known and reputable sources like Reuters, ABC, and NBC Los Angeles. The Reuters article has the earliest date, February 26, and states that the South Korean flight attendant worked on Korean Air's flight KE017 from Seoul Incheon Airport to Los Angeles on February 19th and on the return flight KE012 on February 20th. However, when we looked at a more recent article on February 28th from the Los Angeles Times, we read that the attendant was not symptomatic during a recent visit to Los Angeles County and posed no health risk to others while here. The attendant did not develop symptoms until after she left Los Angeles, according to public health officials and confirmed by the CDC. The February 28th article is the most recent information we have concerning this reported case. While experts said she posed no health risk at the time, this is still very much a developing story as scientists continue to learn more about the coronavirus spreads. Although it's important to stay vigilant about the coronavirus, as the TikTok warns, we should also stay vigilant about misinformation. The flight attendant was from South Korea, not North Korea, and was not reported to be contagious while working in the Los Angeles airport. We rate this claim not legit. We checked multiple verified sources and used the most updated information to confirm our findings. See any other suspicious videos on TikTok about the coronavirus? Be sure to conduct a thorough search of news articles backing the information. Wash your hands and stay safe out there. Bye!